Imagine for a second you live in a place where water is scarce and you're paying a lot of money for your water bill. Well, all of a sudden, a nice, friendly, rainbow-colored company arrives at your house, knocks at the door, and tells you that they are going to give you free water. Now that is a deal too big to pass up. There's just one catch. They're going to put cameras inside your house and listen to your conversation. They're going to start recording you when you leave your house and when you come back. And they're going to put cameras inside of your car. Everywhere you go, they're going to track, they're going to observe who you're with, they're going to record those conversations. Now you're going to trust that they're not going to do anything bad with that information. They're going to use it, as they say, just to give you ads on your radio, on your TV, on your phone, on your whatever, even showing up in your mailbox. They're going to be ads tailored custom to you. If you have insomnia, don't worry, they know already because they're watching you sleep, and they're going to send you ads for new melatonin gummies. Struggling with your sex life? Again, no problem, they can watch it and they've seen it, and they're going to send you some coupons for Cialis. And have you been doing some trading for crypto on your phone? Don't worry, they're going to report that to the IRS to make sure that you don't forget about it during your tax day. This is the world of Google, and it's not as crazy as I'm making it out to be. This is the trade you're making when you use Google products. So recently, a company called DGoogled sent me a phone. It doesn't have Google on it at all. And in this video, we're going to give it a try and see, is it actually usable? Can I go 72 hours without using Google? All right, I'm in Bangkok, and one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is privacy. Now, the thing is, privacy isn't really my niche, but everyone in cryptocurrency cares about it, right? That's why you're in crypto. You don't want the government, you don't want anyone seeing your money. Especially true with Monero, but really with any cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, which is the most popular, is probably the worst of all when it comes to privacy. But with that said, a company contacted me that makes phones that are privacy phones. And yeah, this is kind of a sponsored video. They gave me a phone, they said, here, try it. Let me know what you think. So I'm gonna try it. I don't really have an agenda. It might be that I hate the phone. If that's the case, I'm sorry, Mr. Advertiser. You guys have been very nice, but if I don't like your phone, I'm gonna tell you in this video. But if I do, I will. So we're gonna go through and use it. I've never used this phone before. I've never turned it on. I've had it in my bag for the past like 2 months or something that I've been waiting to get to Bangkok to use it here. So right now we're gonna get the phone set up. I'm going to buy a SIM card. After that, I'll use it. I wanna try to put a crypto wallet on it. So to give some background, this phone is called a DGoogled phone. So Google will not work. Any kind of tracking from Google, it avoids. It's a private phone. So that's pretty much all I know. There have been like government agencies that have made privacy phones like this to actually like steal people's information. So I don't think that's what's gonna happen in this video. So yeah, here we are, we're at AIS. This is where you get your SIM card. So I'm gonna get a SIM card and use it. I know that in America, certain carriers and SIM cards get kind of weird, but I talked to the guys behind DGoogled and they said that for me, it's not gonna be an issue here in Thailand. I should just be able to get any SIM card, just plug it into the phone like it's any other phone and it will work. By the way, in this video, I have some friends with me. I have Daniele, hey guys, my Italian friend, but now we're sort of equal. I'm a European citizen now too, so yeah, we're brothers in that regard. Yeah, we're neighbors. And then Mook is here as well.
Hi.
Let's get our SIM card and put it in the phone and see. I don't even know if it has battery, but see if it works. All right, so this is the phone itself. So that's a company called DGoogled, Privacy by Design, and this is an S10 Plus. I actually don't know anything about Samsung, so from what they told me, this is a good phone, but I don't know. I'm not a Samsung guy. It's pretty cool. It actually will be very useful to have a second phone, especially a phone that's private. I can really see that having a lot of use cases, especially not just as someone who's in crypto, but someone who travels. Traveling with cryptocurrency is always weird and always kind of a risk. If you're gonna have a wallet on you, it's better to have your wallet on a phone that you're not walking around outside with, but something that you leave in your safe in your hotel room, for example. So I could see this having a lot of use case in that. All right, so I'm getting my SIM card now for my DGoogled phone, and I'm gonna do unlimited internet SIM card for $44. We'll see if I actually use anywhere near that much. I don't think I will, but so long as I stop using my regular phone, I guess I will. This won't be able to use Google Maps, or really any of those features, so I don't know. Yay, thank you. Kapkun krap. LTE, okay. Thank you.
You got the card back?
Yeah. Okay. All right, I know you guys are gonna be upset. I was gonna do an unboxing of the phone. I bought the SIM card and she offered to put it in and get it all working for me, and I'm bad at that, so I said okay. So yeah, your unboxing was her unboxing it for us. I have the phone, it has a SIM card, it has internet. Yeah, so I'll kind of do a run through later But first, it's time to get some food with my friends here. First thing I notice is obviously there's no Google. Like in the list of apps, no Google. By the way, I haven't used an Android, so this is gonna be a little bit of like me figuring it out as much as using it. First privacy phone here in Thailand. Of all places, Daniele brought us to Sizzler. Now I'm actually okay with that, but they were like a low-end steakhouse known for having a salad bar. So obviously this place still has it. See over there's a big salad bar. But it looks like they rebranded here in Thailand. So now they call themselves Healthy Food, Happy Mood. And it's all like, at least what they consider healthy. I don't consider this healthy at all. Most people would disagree with me. But that with the salad bar. But the poke bowls look pretty good actually. I'm gonna get that. But it is funny that a Sizzler has a poke bowl. Oh, and they have a Beyond Burger. That's cool.
Is that not real beef?
Yeah, that's like the
100%
Microsoft burger. And we got the new phone. But let's do a mini unboxing here at Sizzler. So obviously this is the phone. And then in the box, what do we have? We'll have these stickers. Thank you, Danielle. So inside we have a SIM pick. We have a SIM card, charger, another charger, I guess.
Converter, USB-C converter. Yeah, this is USB to USB-C.
We have the cable, and then we have a pretty jank headphone. AKG, actually that's not a bad company. Now this of course is all from Samsung. This isn't D-Google. What D-Google does, as I understand it, is they take the new phone, they open it up, and they wipe it and put on their own software, I think. So here, you can see that when you first turn it on, you get this message. The phone bootloader is unlocked. I guess this is the software they put in. Yeah, you can see the phone is not running Samsung's official software, which is exactly what kind of we're going for. Let's see, I don't know what button I'm supposed to press. I guess this button on the side. Lineage. So I think that's the software that they use, called Lineage. All right, so there we go, got on the phone. You can see here the app. So has its own browser. Oh, Google does work. Let's test it. Test. Okay, yeah, so Google does work, but I guess I was under the impression that you couldn't go to any Google website. But maybe it's just that Google doesn't work on the phone. A lot of the things with this I won't actually know the answer to, so I'll ask the D-Google guys, like, is Google supposed to load on the phone? I thought it wasn't supposed to have Google based on the name. Look at that, Sizzler has really nice salad bars. Daniele got a bunch of salad, and Mook got a bowl of milk with cheese and bread in it.
It's mushroom soup, so mushroom count as a vegetable.
That's actually not a vegetable. Fungus. It's actually more closely related to animals than it is to plants, and that's true, by the way. Yeah.
That logic doesn't work.
We went from 2 Michelin star lunch to Sizzler for dinner.
Pretty good,
But yeah, I'm surprised. This is actually really nice. No app store?
Not that I can tell. It's very discreet. There's a gallery music settings, and these apps down here don't have any text under them, so you kind of have to open them up to figure out what it is. There's a camera, this is the browser, this is for messaging, phone, I'm not entirely sure what that is, contacts, but again, very discreet.
So if I want to download Line on this, how would I do that?
I actually am not sure, but it seems that if you go here, there's an apps section, so there might be a way to recently opened apps, see all 18 apps. There might be a list, right, okay. Files, gallery, messaging, music, recorder settings, SIM tools. It does seem like it's limited.
Texas Toast. Try the camera in the app. Let's see. That's pretty good. Every single time that I've traveled, whether it's Japan, China, here, Thailand, I've actually never used a local SIM card. I always just use T-Mobile because it gives you free internet, and it's extremely slow, it's terrible, but it works. So it works good enough that I just never bother. But now that I have the D-Googled second phone, I'll be able to do that. It'll make my life a little bit easier. Now the question is, how do you download apps? I'm guessing there's not really an app store. You see an app store? Maybe you just have to download the APK version or something. I don't think that it has the app store because that definitely is Google.
So on iOS, you download it from the App Store, and that's on Android phone, you usually download from the Play Store. And this is their own software, like another operating system, so I don't know what do they have.
I have no idea how to download it. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I want to download a few different apps to try out. And it would be cool to try to download a Google-made app just to see what the hell would happen. Can you put YouTube on your de-Googled phone? That's especially as a YouTuber, that's an important question. So I got some pour over coffee. This is called Sarni's Roastery. Very busy today. Brunch on Sunday, that's why. I was kind of hoping it'd be a quiet, empty coffee shop, but yeah. Coffee from Thailand. I feel like if you're gonna travel to Southeast Asia, why in the world would you get coffee from Colombia? So yeah, I still have my de-Googled phone, and I took some liberty to play with it off camera. The internet's really fast, way faster than my phone, so I'm gonna be using this a lot. In fact, over the next few days, the goal is to only use this privacy phone for 3 days. So it's another 72 hours surviving video, but in this case, only using the privacy phone. So in order to do that, a few barriers that I have to pass. First, I have to figure out how to get Line on this, because that's the app everyone uses. I need to find out how to get Grab on this, because that's the Uber of Thailand. And I also want to get things like my creature comfort, so Instagram, things like that. So it's a little noisy in here, but after, we'll play with this and see if we can find a way to get these apps on the phone. So it's day one. And today was pretty easy. I was able to use the browser on my private de-Googled phone to find places nearby to go to with a map, although I can't see my point. It's not like I can download Google Maps on this, at least not that I know of. But what I want to do now is order some food. Basically, we're going to try to figure out how to do that with the privacy phone and see if that's even something we can do. I found this thing called Aurora Store. And from what I understand, this lets you download all of the apps that you need. And yeah, look, check it out. So here's Grab, super app. We'll download this. And if this works, it basically solves the biggest problem I have, which is transportation and food with a privacy phone. There we go. Okay, so we got Grab. Let's see if we can get a crypto wallet. So I'm going to do bitcoin.com. Let's install bitcoin.com. And just for fun, let's see if we can download Google Maps. I'm not sure what will happen. Here it is. Can you download Google Maps on a de-Googled phone? Now look, the irony is not lost on me of getting a de-Googled phone specifically and then putting Google Maps on it. But I just want to see, is it possible? And if you do it, are there any, I don't know, complications? So we go. I'm going to open this. I'm going to hit skip. Let's see if it can find me while using this app. Okay, yeah, so this phone really does seem to be blocking some kind of tracking, because even though it does know that I'm in Thailand, it has no idea where in Bangkok I am. I am definitely not at that point. So that's kind of interesting. So this phone has actually grown on me quite a bit, because the playing with it that I've done so far, it really hasn't stopped me from doing anything that I want to be able to do. It is a little weird, like the operating system, and I don't know if it's because this is the operating system of this phone that's like unique, or if it's just because this is how Android is. I actually don't know. So let's place order. I just ordered a bunch of water, which I desperately need, onto my privacy phone. So it didn't know where I was. I'm staying at the Carlton, and the phone wasn't showing the accurate location I was at, so I had to like type it in. So that seems to be one of the features of the de-Googled phone, which is your exact location is sort of masked. It's not showing up on Google Maps, on Grab, on any of these tools, but the approximate location is. And then it doesn't really matter, because if I'm in Google Maps, I can just type in the starting location and the ending location if I want directions. This will be here soon. To be honest, when I was starting this little challenge, when I heard about these guys, the de-Googled phone, I kind of thought like, it's going to be this like phone that's only really for people obsessed with privacy. It's not going to be very useful. It's going to be too hard to use. You know, it's going to be too much of a pain when I can just use my Google, Apple tracked iPhone. It's actually growing on me. You know, it's really, first off, nice to have a second phone for a lot of different reasons. I can have 2 SIM cards. I can have my American SIM in one. I could have my Thai SIM in this, so I have 2 phone numbers. But also, it's nice knowing that this is like my little secret thing. You know, I could have secret stuff on it. I could, you know, I have now. Oh, speaking of secret stuff, let's see if I can open my bitcoin.com wallet. So I'm gonna go to settings, create a new wallet. And yeah, look, there we go. I now have my cryptocurrency wallet. For anyone watching, if you do want to get this phone, you can pay with cryptocurrency, which again, that makes a lot of sense. If I'm getting a phone that I don't want connected to the world, I want it private, I want it de-Googled, I should be able to pay with cryptocurrency. And you can pay with Monero, Bitcoin, and also Bitcoin Cash. So yeah, there we go. All right, I know it's not the most entertaining thing watching me go get a bottle of water, but it was delivered from a phone that is de-Googled.
Are you in the mood for some forest and milk and denole?
We're gonna move upstairs and make some tea, and while I do that, we need to answer a big question, which is we have, someone's measuring behind me, it's very distracting. Why bother going through the steps of finding a specialty seller, buying a phone that's been specifically de-Googled? Does it actually matter? Like, what's the big deal with just using Google? Yeah, so I'll link to this in the description, but basically this is a Reddit community called de-Google, and they have a whole starter thread on why should you care. Their point is every single thing you do on your Android, looking at a website, sending an email, all of this stuff, Google is compiling, they're tracking. Every email you've ever sent, anytime you open your phone, even a lot of the devices, the Android, Google devices will record your text, record your voice. That's not good, right? So it's a little weird that the company would be storing all of this information on you. And on one hand, yeah, maybe it's just being used for advertising. And in that case, it's not too bad. The problem is that there are huge amounts of data that are leaked. There's data breaches. That in itself isn't very good, that there's some foreign person or government that's getting into Google and then getting all of your information, getting every single thing about you, your family, all the places you've been, all the places you'll go to, all the messages you've sent, everything you've said, because many of the devices actually listen to what you're saying and then record it. Imagine the FBI or the CIA or any country that gets access to all this data and information on you. It's just kind of gross. There's no reason for them to have all of it. The idea is that by using a de-Googled phone, you can basically step away from that. People should be able to pick up the phone, call their family, you should be able to send a text message to your loved ones, you should be able to buy a book online, and you should be able to travel by train, you should be able to buy an airline ticket without wondering how these events are going to look to an agency of the government, possibly not even your own government, years in the future, how they're going to misinterpret and what they're going to think your intentions are. So that's fairly good. That's a quote by Edward Snowden. Basically, this comes down to the right to privacy. Kind of thought that doing a 3-day challenge with not using Google would be a pain in the ass. It's really not. Now, I am cheating a little bit. Like, I have downloaded Google Maps and YouTube here, although I can't sign in, but I can still do everything I need to do without them being able to identify and track me.
Yeah, just use Brave. I thought you use Brave, don't you?
No, I don't use Brave.
You don't use Brave?
I use Google Chrome.
I've been using Brave since last year when some friends were telling me about Brave. I think they're based off of Mozilla Firefox. I could be mistaken, but yeah, I've been using Brave on my phone and using Brave on my MacBook, and it's been wonderful. They show how many ads they block, how many trackers that they block. It's nice. It's convenient. There's not this BS clutter of, you don't have to worry about Google selling your data or all these ads that keep popping up. Is this honest? No, there's nothing too much. You can never get enough privacy. I think the U.S. president and higher U.S. government officials use Cryptol phones, CRYPT, Cryptol, or with a K. I mean, they have their privacy. Why can't we have our privacy?
I mean, yeah, sure, why not if it's free?
Are you gonna use my coupon code and get 10% off your order for a privacy phone?
What's your code?
I actually don't think I have a code.
MARC420. Actually, I like DuckDuckGo more than Google. I don't really care about privacy, but it sounds cuter when you say, let me duck that for you instead of let me Google that for you.
I might as well show you what it looks like when you open Google Maps on a de-Googled phone. Right now we're walking over to get ramen. I'm with Forrest and Mook. I have Google Maps on this de-Googled device, which again is kind of ironic, but you can see what happens. So if I open Google Maps and press the icon to search for where I am right now, so it actually won't let me find my location. Okay, this is called Lek. This is my favorite massage place in Thailand. And one of the reasons you come to Thailand is because they have massages here that are incredible, and they're like $6 an hour for like the cheaper ones. This one's a little bit more expensive, so maybe $30 for 90 minutes.
I don't want to talk to you. It's time to relax and talking to you give me headache.
Ready to relax. How do you feel after your massage, Mook?
That 90 minutes is better than the 9 day we have with you already.
And they give you this really good tea. They also give you these little cookies after the massage. Okay, well, so yeah, it does work. I can use it but it doesn't know where I am in the map. It can't give me a pin location of me, but it doesn't matter because I can just say, you know, starting at Lek, going to, I don't know, the New Yorker, and then it will give me the path on how to get there, and I can just follow the directions. So it doesn't show you where you are on the map, but it's just not that important. What I've been most surprised about with this phone is how little it's affected my ability to do the things that I normally do. Little things like not being able to access YouTube with my account. It's kind of a small thing, but to be honest, a lot of the stuff I do with YouTube with my account is on the computer. It's not on my phone. I am pretty impressed with it. And one of the interesting parts about doing a video like this is you do research you normally wouldn't do. So I've looked up stuff as far as Google's practices and, you know, some of the creepy stuff and behavior that they have. And the more that I do, the less I actually want to use their services.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. One more time. Happy birthday to you.
Now we're living in a world where you can get email for very cheap. You don't need to use Gmail. You can pay for a cheap service. You can even use other services that won't have the same level of tracking as Google. But I really like this analogy. I think it was from Irish Times or something. Free water is great, but having people track every single thing you do, having cameras in your house, keeping logs on you, recording conversations, none of that stuff I think you would want to actually stand for. And yet we do when it comes to Google. Now this experiment has taught me not necessarily that I'm getting rid of Google. I'm still going to use YouTube, I still use Google Maps, but having a device where you know that they don't have access to, having a device where they can't listen to your conversations, where they're not part of your personal life, I think is a useful thing, especially if you're someone like me that likes to travel. Now this phone came from a service called DGoogled. You can click the link below and get one of these phones yourself. They have multiple phones, not just the Samsung S10, but many other devices as well, ranging from more economical to more high-end, depending on what you're looking for. In general, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it interesting and informative. I certainly did. I would have never cared about a DGoogled device, but as I've started reading some of the things that Google has done and learning a little bit about their business practices, it's made me want to take a little bit of a step back. So if you want to do the same thing again, you can click the link below to go ahead and grab a DGoogled device. It comes with Google stuff all wiped off of it. The guys who sent me this, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. This is something I will continue to use. This isn't just a one and done video. In my future YouTube videos, you'll probably hear me talk about DGoogled again. I think that one of the cool things about this is pairing it with cryptocurrency, maybe future Bitcoin Cash videos, or even if I do Monero, I think Monero would be kind of cool to pair with this because it's a privacy phone. But anyway, guys, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.